Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here from the conclusion of the San Francisco 49ers Week 2 preseason game against the Denver Broncos. This was the Monday Night Football game coming to you live from Denver. This was much like the Cowboys game last week, a very ugly affair. It's very hard for me to sit down and watch preseason football, but I did sit through the entire game. Although with this one, I didn't get as upset as I did at the Cowboys game. It seems that maybe the NFL had a talking to with the officials. I didn't notice, I don't even think I really even noticed any pass interference calls. And it seemed like every single passing play that a receiver didn't catch the ball last week, there was a flag thrown. Just to see, what the rule really was. I don't even think the officials really understood. This week, it seemed like they let a lot more go. Although I think the defenses are probably trying to, find a more common ground to see what they can do. Because there's no way in the world you can not let a cornerback or a safety touch a receiver. You can't block them from actually making a move on a ball in the air, but just basically if you're in the way and a receiver runs into you, I don't understand how that's a penalty, and that really affected the Niners at the end of the Cowboys game. It basically gave the Cowboys like a trip all the way down to the red zone at the conclusion of the game. So as I sat down to start this video, Chris Hogan ran for a touchdown for the Denver Broncos. That's going to make the score 24-15. There's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game, but a very ugly football game. Put this one to rest. Definitely, I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be sitting down and reviewing some tape to see what he can do better. Definitely, I think a lot of the Boo Birds are going to be out on sports radio and sports television. Definitely tonight and tomorrow, really coming after him. You can remember that in the past 2 weeks, they've really put this as a make or break year for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's either, get it done or get out of the way. Is he really worth being one of the top 5 paid quarterbacks in the football? Really, in the past week, they've really, been picking on him for the fact that, he's only played in so many games. He's only been able to stay healthy. Is it really worth it? But if you really go back to last year, when the Niners finished the season 5-0, and Jimmy Garoppolo was given the big extension, everybody was saying, "Hey, this is a no-brainer. It makes sense for the 49ers. They've got the franchise quarterback. This was basically a gift for a second-round pick." And how much really changes when you have a knee injury and you spend a season on the sideline. The 49ers are having a little bit of, I don't want to say controversy, but they're playing it out to really see who's going to be the backup. Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard switched roles. C.J. Beathard came in and played the end of the first, the second, and the third quarter, with Nick Mullins coming in for the fourth. C.J. Beathard's day really wasn't that spectacular. 5 completions for 81 yards, while Nick Mullins goes 2 for 3 with a touchdown. The running game probably was the one thing that I noticed more than anything else. Deebo Samuel had a really good 45-yard run, which set up a touchdown. Jeff Wilson ran a touchdown in as well. I don't really know what to think of from the 49er backfield. Matt Beretta had one hell of a season last year coming out of Georgia Southern. Was sort of given the job with the injury to the Niners starting running back that came over from Minnesota, McKinnon. And definitely that wasn't what the plan was going to be. And it took, that last week of practices to get to the kickoff to really figure out what the Niners were going to do. But I don't really understand how, he didn't get this job. But Coleman came over from the Atlanta Falcons. Definitely, he is looking to get some reps in the backfield. I still don't know what it is. I think that definitely a lot of Niner fans think that just, when McKinnon's ready to go, he's going to get the ball. I really think that they just paid a dude to come here. I'm not really sold on the one season that he had in Minnesota. I'm not even sure that he's a guaranteed starter here. He might be the best back we have, but I think that he's a guy that definitely might have somebody on this team that could beat him out and put us in a better spot. So I didn't really see anything from the passing game. Our defense was strong. Definitely, if you're a Broncos fan and you're watching this, your number one offense as well as your number one defense, you guys looked really, really strong. Flacco coming over from Baltimore is really going to be a really big kick in the pants for you guys. Definitely the last few quarterbacks that you've slotted in have been younger guys that you're taking a chance on. Now it looks like you're going with the experienced veteran, maybe looking for his last chance to lead a team towards the Super Bowl. Denver, I think your defense is one of the top in the league. And I think, honestly, the Broncos could be a surprise team in the AFC. They're going to have some stiff competition out there that really could be one of the top teams. And I think they're definitely a favorite to give the Chiefs a run in the West. This is definitely a team that can win the West. I think they're a guaranteed lock at a wild card if they don't win it. So this is going to be a tough team. So the Niners, they really didn't show me much. We're going to be 2-0. We're going to get another win. But I got probably more question marks going to week 3, getting us closer to the NFL kickoff than I did after that Cowboys game last week.